Long before the pyramids of Egypt or the towering ziggurats of Mesopotamia, there was a civilization that flourished in the heart of the ancient world. A civilization so advanced that it built cities with urban planning, advanced drainage systems, and an unknown script that has eluded us for centuries. Yet, despite its greatness, the Indus Valley Civilization is often overshadowed by other ancient powers. The Indus Valley Civilization, a forgotten wonder, stood as one of the world's most sophisticated cultures, its achievements almost lost to time. But how did this remarkable society rise and fall? Why does it remain one of history's greatest mysteries? In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the wonders of the Indus Valley Civilization, exploring its origins, incredible innovations, and the eerie silence that surrounds its collapse. The rise of the Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, emerged around 3300 BCE in what is today Pakistan and northwest India. It is one of the three ancient cradles of civilization, alongside Egypt and Mesopotamia, yet it's often the least talked about. Its heart lay along the fertile banks of the Indus River, which provided the perfect environment for agriculture, trade, and urbanization. The civilization wasn't centralized in one place, but instead, it was a vast network of cities and towns spread over an area roughly the size of modern-day France. The two major cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, were the centers of the civilization, but there were many other cities, including Dhalavira and Lothal, that formed an interconnected web of urban hubs. These cities were remarkably similar in their design and layout, suggesting a highly organized and well-planned society. At its peak, around 2500 BCE, the Indus Valley Civilization was home to an estimated 5 million people, making it one of the largest urban centers of the ancient world. The cities were designed with incredible foresight, featuring grid-like streets, well-planned drainage systems, and advanced public baths. Innovations that weren't seen in other ancient civilizations for centuries. Urban planning and engineering marvels. What truly sets the Indus Valley apart from its contemporaries is its extraordinary urban planning. While cities like Mesopotamia and Egypt were known for monumental structures, the Harappans were masters of everyday functionality. The cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro were laid out in a grid pattern, with streets running perpendicular to each other, creating a clear and efficient network for transportation. The buildings, made of standardized baked bricks, were built with such precision that many of the structures still stand today, a testament to the engineering prowess of the Harappan people. Perhaps one of the most striking features of Indus cities is their advanced drainage systems. Every house in Mohenjo-Daro had access to a drainage system, with covered drains running along the streets, and the wastewater was funneled into large public drains. This was centuries ahead of other ancient civilizations and speaks to the Indus people's understanding of hygiene and sanitation. In addition to their urban planning, the Harappans were skilled in metallurgy, working with copper, bronze, and even early forms of iron. They were also known for their craftsmanship, creating beautifully designed pottery, jewelry, and seals. The famous Indus seals, engraved with animals and mysterious symbols, have left historians puzzled for centuries. Despite numerous attempts, the Indus script has never been fully deciphered, adding an air of intrigue and mystery to this lost civilization. Economy, trade, and culture. The Indus Valley Civilization was a thriving trade hub. The cities were connected by a vast network of roads, and the Harappans traded goods like cotton, beads, pottery, and metalwork with distant regions, including Mesopotamia. In fact, evidence of trade between the Indus Valley and the Sumerians has been found in the form of seals and materials that traveled across the Arabian Sea. The Harappans also engaged in agricultural practices, cultivating wheat, barley, and other crops. They domesticated animals, including cattle, which were used for both labor and food. The abundance of agricultural resources, coupled with their advanced engineering, allowed the civilization to thrive for centuries. Though much of the Harappan culture remains a mystery due to the undeciphered script, it is believed that religion played a key role in their society. Some of their artifacts suggest that they had a polytheistic belief system, possibly centered around fertility and nature gods. The Great Bath in Mohenjo-Daro, one of the most famous features of the civilization, is thought to have had religious significance, possibly used for ritual purification or ceremonies. The mysterious collapse of the Indus Valley Civilization. For all its advancements, the fall of the Indus Valley Civilization remains one of the most puzzling events in ancient history. Around 1900 BCE, the civilization began to decline, and by 1300 BCE, most of its major cities had been abandoned. But what caused this sudden collapse? There are several theories, but none have been definitively proven. One theory suggests that a shift in the course of the Indus River, perhaps due to tectonic activity, may have disrupted the water supply and agricultural practices, leading to a decline in the civilization's economy. The region may have suffered from prolonged droughts, which would have further stressed the already fragile society. Another theory is that the Indus Valley cities were invaded by external forces. However, there is little evidence of warfare or military activity in the archaeological record, which makes this theory less likely. Some scholars believe that the civilization's collapse could have been caused by internal factors, such as social unrest or economic instability. Despite the uncertainty around the cause of their decline, what's clear is that the Harappan civilization disappeared rather suddenly, leaving behind only ruins and a lingering mystery. What happened to the people of the Indus Valley? Did they assimilate into other cultures, or did they vanish entirely? These are questions that remain unanswered to this day. Rediscovering the Indus Valley. It wasn't until the 19th century that the ruins of the Indus Valley civilization were rediscovered. British archaeologist Sir Alexander Cunningham first uncovered the remains of Harappa in 1856, and later, in the 1920s, archaeologist Sir Mortimer Wheeler conducted more excavations at Mohenjo-Daro. These discoveries revealed the extraordinary nature of the Indus Valley civilization, but many questions about their culture, language, and beliefs remain unanswered. In recent years, archaeological efforts have intensified, and new technologies like satellite imaging and genetic studies are shedding more light on this ancient society. However, the Indus Valley script, which may hold the key to understanding their culture, remains undeciphered. Despite the challenges, the civilization continues to captivate historians and archaeologists, and there is still much to learn from this enigmatic wonder of the ancient world. Conclusion: the Indus Valley civilization was a marvel of ancient engineering, urban planning, and cultural sophistication. Its people lived in cities that were centuries ahead of their time, with advanced drainage systems, standardized brick construction, and a bustling trade network that spanned continents. Yet, despite its brilliance, this great civilization faded into obscurity, leaving behind only ruins and a series of unsolved mysteries. But as we continue to uncover new artifacts and techniques, the story of the Indus Valley civilization is far from over. The lost world of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro holds secrets that could transform our understanding of ancient history. Thank you for joining me on this journey to rediscover one of the world's most forgotten wonders. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's continue uncovering the mysteries of the past, one civilization at a time. Thanks for watching. Keep exploring history, and who knows what ancient wonders we'll uncover next.